Hello, and welcome to Life with Francie podcast, a place where you will find all kinds of conversation like mental health, self love, self care, trauma, hobbies, and more. With this podcast, I want to create a place where we support one another in business and personal life. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, let's get the show started. On today's solo episode, which I haven't recorded a solo episode in so long, I am so sorry when there's a missing episode, but life be lifing, like they say out there. I say I'm not gonna work overtime, and I end up working overtime. So I still been working 6 days, and now I get off a little bit early though. I've been making it home before dinner time, so like around 5:30 to 6, so that's not that bad. But still, working 6 days a week is super hard, and then coming home to one week is seven people in the house, another week is four people in the house. So there's a lot going on in my personal life as well, and I'm getting the heck of it. It's been almost a year, but I wanted to give you a little bit update on my life and what's happening. What I'm gonna do is I'm not doing a monthly review anymore. Now I'm gonna turn it more into a quarterly, because for real, there's not much going on. It wasn't like last year where I had a collaboration with Women in Podcasting. So I had something to promote and things. I got the magazine article and all that stuff. So I had a lot going on, but this year has been a little bit slower. I don't know if you follow me on social media, but I have slowed down on my posting and making reels and things like that. It's just till I get used to my hectic lifestyle. So, but today I am proving that I can get away when the family's going crazy out there, and the girls have a sleepover. So there's a lot going on, and I'm putting myself aside so I can do this podcast episode because I do not want to give up. I do not want to give up. I've been recording podcast interviews, so to pay attention to that. I have some amazing guests. I'm being more selective with the people that I to, and most of them come from Podmatch, an amazing community for podcast hosts and podcast guests to have amazing collaborations, as well as they have tools and resources for anybody in the podcasting world. Now they have their legacy team, and I'm part of their legacy team. So Podmatch is the place to be. You can always find the links to the stuff that I talk about in the description of the episode. And I wanted to remind you, I didn't want to do an ad like I do at the beginning of the episode and show you everything for real. So, the reminder of my amazing journals and notebooks. This one right here is just a daily journal, and it's just the three things that are important to me: something that I'm grateful for, something that I'm proud of, something that I dream of, something that I pray for. And then you can keep track of your mood as well. This setup was created around 5 years ago in a season where I was seeking for outside validation. And I have the pink version, I got a Spanish version, I have two other blue versions, but they're all the same on the inside. So, and then I have some cute notebooks. I like sloths and butterflies, and you can find these in lifewithfrancie.com/shop. But right now, the store is under construction. So you can always order through me as well. And I have a giveaway too with another new product that just came out. And then the notebooks are just a line notebook. So you can use it for anything that you will like. And the last one. It's okay. Oh, where is it? In the bottom. It's just so hard. There you go. Because I have the background, which I got a sweater with a beach in the background. It's so funny. And then this one is my daily planner. So it's my first planner, and this one, right as of right now, you can only order it through me because I'm updating the website. I'm changing from Squarespace to Spotify. No, Spotify is the app. Shopify. There you go. I always get them confused. But then on this one, you have something fell from there. Oh, the receipt. Um, a monthly, like a vision board, and then where you could put your goals, quote of the month, and then task, and then in the back you have the important days, reminders, appointments, and anything that you want to write off. And then in the daily part, you put your date, the day, and then I use this spot right here to write myself a letter every day. But you can use it for whatever you would like, and then you can track your moods, and then your to-do list and what you're grateful for. I always make sure that add the gratitude because I think we gotta work. I don't know about you, but me, I gotta work on my gratitude. Stay on gratitude mode all the time. And then at the end of the month, you have uh, accomplishments, what you're proud of, the things that you could improve, and something that makes you happy. And then because I love writing myself, sorry, I love writing myself notes and letters. You have a space there to write yourself something for the month, and then just a page for notes. And that's it for the month for my daily planner, and it's good for 6 months. And so, thanks to Lulu Publishing, I have my own products. Lulu Publishing is a print on demand for like calendars, notebooks, photo books, um, spiral. That's why I chose them. I got my spiral, the planner. You can find it in hardcover or spiral as well. And I have the giveaway for the planner. So, celebrating 2 years of my podcast. That was in December and it's still going. So, if you send me an email to lifewfrancie@gmail.com and just saying celebrating 2 years of the podcast, and then your address and stuff, you can get a free planner. So, I love giving back to my community. So let me see what else. So I don't know if I already said it, but I'm going to stop the monthly review to a quarterly review. So next month, I will talk more in deep sessions of what is happening in my life as well as the podcast. But on this episode, I wanted to remind people to just love yourself since it's the month of February and today is actually Valentine's Day. I mean, when the episodes air, so happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully, if you have a loved one, you can spend it with your loved one. If you don't, your pets, anybody, or your coworker, give yourself a flowers and chocolate, whatever is your favorite thing as well. For me, I will be at work because that's what I do. No, doesn't matter the day. But I have seen a lot on my news feed, people being so hard to themselves, as well as they're going through a lot and not giving each other enough grace. So I just wanted to make an episode, to remind you to give yourself some grace, give yourself some compassion and understanding. And whatever the season that you're in, try to find something positive in it. I know that for me, my life changed when I started loving myself. I think it's my third anniversary of loving myself, and I'm 36 years old. So I just wanted to do that reminder as February is the month of love. And I'm going to create a journal. So it's not out yet, but some of the things that I thought that it was important to have in a love letter to yourself. If you have never written yourself some a love letter, I wanted to give you a roadmap on how to do it. So I love writing myself letters. Like I said, I use my own planner, and in the daily part, I just write myself a letter. And actually, I can read you one of the letters if I can find it. And look how cute is the spiral one, and you can find it in blue or purple, like the hardcover. Now I'm not even gonna do anything. I'm just gonna open it, and whatever letter it comes out, that's the one that I'm gonna read. And it's funny because I just did. And it's about giving yourself grace. So I say, dear Francie, give yourself some grace. You have been on the go, go, go for a while. It was overdue for your body to shut down. Sleep, rest, take care of yourself. God bless. With love, me. So you can see I do use it. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I do use it. And like I said, I write myself letters every day. So, but if it's hard for you to write yourself a letter, I thought that some things to start off, it could be like, dear Francie, I acknowledge. I didn't write myself a letter. I should have wrote myself a letter for this episode. But I acknowledge that you are a hardworking woman, and I am proud of you for it. But you need to remember to like set time to rest. I don't know. I'm going to do, I should have wrote myself a own letter. And then I am so proud of you for right now. What am I proud of myself for? I guess working so hard too, because like it's a lot. Having a big family and working a lot of overtime is a lot. So like seriously, give yourself some grace if you are somewhat in my position where you have a crazy lifestyle. And I just don't mean because I'm in a trouble. I forgive you for. Ooh, I forgive you for being so hard on yourself. Yeah, dear Francie, I forgive you for being so hard on yourself. I know that that is some bad habits, and I know that you're working on it. So I'm gonna give yourself some grace on that one. Fine. I am grateful for all the coping mechanisms that you have created. Woo, they sure have come in handy. The bipolar has been activated at work, and like my heart goes out to anybody that has to deal with anything with any mental health diagnosis, especially one like a bipolar. It is nothing to joke about, and it's like some serious stuff. But yeah, I'm grateful for the coping mechanisms that I have learned and the self awareness for me not to explode like I used to and have more self control into like I can check myself before I wreck myself, and I can be like, okay, is it my energy or is it their energy? And be depending on the situation, I can like stop myself from making ass of myself pretty much. I love this about you, the resilience. I love how relentless you are. I love how you go after your dreams and you don't let anybody stop you. I say that I use like the blindfolds. Anyways, but like for horses to stay focused on a race, that's like what I have right now. Like I'm very focused, and I know that the main goal is to have freedom of time. So I don't want anything or anybody stopping me from that. I know where I'm going. I just don't know how I'm going to get there. And then another thing is I'm so happy to celebrate that you I am so happy to celebrate that you are making the right decisions to be in a better financial status. So that's another thing that I'm working on for this year. So those are things that I think will be good for um, a roadmap as to writing yourself a letter, a love letter. I acknowledge, I am so proud of you for, I forgive you, I am grateful for, I love this about you. I am so happy to celebrate that you. And then I finish my letters with God bless with love. But you can actually write these prompts, using somebody else if you want to write for somebody else too. But this episode is to love yourself and just write yourself a love letter. So I hope that helps. And if let me know about your love letter. I know that Dallin, one of the my guests, and he's still a supporter, and he's on YouTube watching me on YouTube. And shout out to him. Um, Dallin, I gotta check for his last name, but he's so cool, and he wrote himself a letter and wrote it in the comments of one of my posts, and it was so awesome to for him to be part of it and share it with me. Like, I put stuff out there for, like, are you listening, is anybody listening? Let me see, I think it was this one. Dang it. I guess not. But shout out to him. He's an amazing. I think it's Colin. No, not Conan. Conan. I'm so sorry. I can't give him a right shout out, but he's awesome and he writes poetry as well. He has his own poetry book. And oh, there you go. I know I can find him here. Just Danny Kenland. So sorry. There you go. Darling um, Catlin, and he is the host of the Yale podcast, Yale Today podcast. He's a poet, a speaker, and he just an amazing person and so positive. And he was a guest on my podcast too, and we just stayed in contact and we support one another. But anyways, he shared his love letter to himself, and I'm so proud of him and anybody that is capable of like loving yourself, because it definitely takes you to a whole different level. It helps to give other people grace and other people compassion and understanding, and give yourself that on rough times. So I just want, if you're going through it, if today is hard for you, or anything like that, I just want to send you a big hug and say, that you're in my thoughts and prayers. And I hope that you can get to a place where you can love the person in the mirror looking back at you, because it's totally worth it. So let me know what you think about that rope map for a love letter to yourself. What should I add or take out? So give me some grace as I'm figuring out this year and all the changes and things like that. Like I said, I am not stopping the podcast, but I am cutting on the virtual assistant, because I would love to have my business pay for my virtual assistant. And right now, everything is coming out of my post office check. So one day at a time, and I hopefully be back to do more stuff for social media and record more solo episodes. So thank you again for your support. Remember to send me an email or comment, or reach out to me on social media, celebrating 2 years of my podcast, which it was in December. And then you can do so celebrating 2 years. I celebrated in December, but the giveaway is still on for my new planner, and you can have it in spiral or hardcover. in blue or purple. So just let me know. Like I said, reach out to me on social media, email, or anything. I had something. I had to stop the podcast for a minute. But, anyways, thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing, telling your friends about it, sending me people that you think that will be great for the podcast. I sure appreciate it. Uh, I hope everything is well with you. And then until next time, hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for your support. You know that you can find my podcast in all major platforms as well as my YouTube channel. You know the drill. Help this girl out. Like and subscribe and tell others if you can relate and like the content. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye bye.